There are too many research organizations, universities, equipment manufacturers, operators, and even governments already starting to look at 6G. It would be impossible to cover all of them. Here is a quick summary where we will probably not be able to do justice, but it should provide a very high level overview. Back in 2019, China officially launched research and development for its 6G mobile networks. The Ministry of Science and Technology set up two working groups. The first group consists of government agencies responsible for promoting 6G research and development. The second group, called as China 6G Wireless Technology Task Force, consists of vendors, operators, China research agencies, and China universities. Their purpose is to form a panel tasked with laying out the development of 6G and proving its scientific feasibility. The Chinese government has invested more than 30 billion US dollars towards 5G R&D over 5 years, and 6G may receive similar investment. At Mobile Korea 2020 6G Global, Wen Ku, Director General of MIIT, talked about China's 6G Expertise Committee. As you can see, there are 5 different working groups, one each for requirements, wireless technology, network technology, spectrum and standards, and international cooperation. So there are 57 members, which include research organizations, operators, network equipment providers, chipset and terminal providers, and universities. If you were wondering the difference between key wireless and networking technologies, then this slide explains it well. In wireless technologies, we are looking at extreme MIMO, advanced modulation and coding schemes, new spectrum and integration of AI and communications. In network technologies, we are looking at new network architectures, new air, space and earth integrated network, computing power networking, and deterministic networks. We will look at some of them in the technology section if we get time. Back in November 2019, Japan announced a stimulus package of 220 billion yen, which is roughly $2 billion US dollars, to support industry research on 6G technologies with a timeline of 2020 to 2030. In January of 2020, the Japanese government announced plans to develop a comprehensive 6G strategy. A 6G panel was created to discuss and analyze technology developments and use cases. The panel included private sector representatives and university researchers. Then in April of 2020, the Japan Communications Ministry unveiled ambitious goals under it under its Beyond 5G strategy, seeking to capture a 30% global market share for base stations and other infrastructure, up from just 2% at present. In December of 2020, the Japanese government announced that they will earmark 50 billion yen in a planned fiscal 2020 third supplementary budget to promote research and development on 6G advanced wireless communication services. 30 billion yen fund will be used to over years for supporting R&D. The government will commission such work to private companies and universities through the Communications Ministry linked National Institute of Information and Communications Technology. The government will also spend 20 billion yen to build a facility to be used by companies and others for testing their developed technologies. NTT Docomo is one of the few operators who have always pioneered new and cutting-edge technologies. While they may not have been in forefront of 4G and 5G rollouts, they did make significant contributions to everything from ideas to standards. They released their 6G white paper last year in January. If we go with the past experience, there is a good chance of all the things they think that should make into 6G will make it. South Korea, officially known as Republic of Korea, is a very advanced 5G market. All three operators launched 5G together to make it the first country to have all operators with 5G. The three operators are all very innovative, trying to outdo each other with their Best of Technologies and Services. Back in January 2019, LG set up a 6G research center at KAIST. Now KAIST stands for Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. The focus of the effort was to secure core technologies for 6G. Samsung also opened an advanced communication research center in Seoul to focus on 6G during early 2019. Samsung and LG Electronics are investing 800 million US dollar in setting up research centers in Seoul, South Korea. Now, South Korea Telecom (SKT) signed a 6G memorandum of understanding with vendors like Nokia, Ericsson, and Samsung. Also, KT Corporation signed 6G research MOU with Seoul National University in June of 2019. The South Korean government expects 6G services could be commercially available in Korea between 2028 and 2030, according to the report from Business Korea. The government strategy for 6G consists of preemptive development of next generation technologies, securing standard and high value added patents, and laying R&D and industry foundations. The government of Korea reportedly expects to invest around 200 billion KRW, which is something like around 170 million US dollars between 2021 and 2026 to secure basic 6G technology. The Alliance for Telecommunications Industry Solutions, or ATIS, has recently issued a call to action to promote US 6G leadership. They also launched the NextG Alliance, which is a bold new initiative to advance North American mobile technology leadership over the next decade through private sector led efforts. With a strong emphasis on technology commercialization, the work will encompass the full life cycle of R&D, manufacturing, standardization, and market readiness. The NextG Alliance enjoys broad industry support with founding members coming not only from the ranks of most major telecom operators and suppliers, but also leading cloud software and high technology companies. Many US universities are very active on 6G research as well. Here is a list of some of them. Hexa-X is the new European 6G flagship research project that brings together a strong consortium of major ICT, industry and academic stakeholders to lay 6G groundwork and set the direction for future research and standardization focus areas. The Hexa-X project has been awarded funding from the European Commission under the European Union's Horizon 2020 Research and Innovation Programme, a significant step towards bringing together key industry stakeholders in Europe to take the lead in advancing 6G. The stakeholders represent the full value chain of future connectivity solutions ranging from network vendors, communication service providers, verticals, and technology providers, as well as the most prominent European communications research institutes. So the project started on the 1st of January 2021 with a planned duration of 2.5 years. Ericsson, together with Nokia, will lead the project, and the work will also be happening in 3 European countries: Sweden, Turkey, and Hungary. The 6G flagship is probably the most widely recognized 6G group in existence. It is hosted by the University of Oulu in Finland. According to website, the overarching goals of 6G flagship is on the development of wireless technology, exploring the implementation of the 5th generation of mobile communication technology, and the development of 6G standard. The flagship will support industry in bringing the 5G standard to the commercialization stage by carrying out large pilots with a test network. It will also develop essential technology components needed for 6G, targeting areas such as wireless connectivity and distributed intelligent computing and novel applications of these. In addition to communication between people, the research will focus on communication between devices, processes, and objects. This will contribute to enabling a highly automated smart society which will penetrate all areas of life in the future. They have many 6G white papers and regularly host webinars to discuss the areas of focus of these 6G white papers. Check out their website for more details. 6G IC is the updated version of 5G IC, hosted by the Institute of Communication Systems at University of Surrey in UK. Their vision is to be a key UK-based hub for global innovation and collaboration on 6G wireless, involving governments, regulators, mobile operators, vendors, enterprises, and leading research and development centers. The 5G IC Plus and 6G IC programs will support commercial 5G and 6G solutions for the periods 2020 to 2030 and 2030 plus respectively. Here are some of the links for further reading. The last two links are fantastic as they contain the presentation videos from conferences on 6G. The second one specifically is about the European 6G R&D which was organized by ETSI. Let us now move on to 6G technologies and try and look at many new 6G related technologies being proposed as well as others that will not ready for 5G but hopefully will be ready for 6G.